through. You're alright, you're alright. Wait. Lammy. Lammy. Lamb, wait. Honestly, what's he doing? Lamb. Kids, eh? So, I'm in the Peak District today. I parked my car down at Howden Edge, caught the train into Hope, and then I'm doing a hike up to Howden Edge. It's about a 13-mile hike up to Howden Edge from Hope. The plan is to actually camp up on Howden Edge. I've camped at Marjorie Stones a couple of times, which is really good, and that's kind of my backup option. But ideally I would like to camp on the edge. I tell you what, it's a Saturday and I expected it to be quite busy because whilst it's not particularly sunny, it's quite mild. Car parks were quiet, I've hardly seen a soul. Seen more cyclists than anything else. And I guess in the last hour I haven't seen anybody. It's just oh so quiet, which is nice. So I'm hoping Howden Edge is going to be deserted because I think I'm going to get there quite early. I think I'm going to have to hang about before I pitch the tent, especially as I'm doing it on the edge because it's very close to the path. So I tried the pull mess and the walk by shot. Right, let's finish this hike off. This is Alport Castles. You can obviously climb up Slope formation there. Those two people have done. I've never actually done a welcome at Alport Castles. Something that I need to do. I've seen loads of people on YouTube doing it, but I haven't got around to it yet. Maybe the next one. Right, so there was somebody at Marjorie Stones, so I'm not going to be camping there. There's a chap who's doing his first wild camp actually, so I had a little chat with him. I think he's quite excited, I'm a bit nervous. So that doesn't leave me with many options really, other than to head to the edge, to Howden Edge, and find some hot there. I know there are a couple of pitching spots, it just depends on this wind. Now, the wind is actually behind me, so it might not be too bad, fingers crossed, but it just depends on how exposed it is, so we'll see how it goes. Wish me luck. That's one thing about Howden Edge. Bloody bogs. Right, I have found home for the night. So as I've said, I'm on Howden Edge. I think we're going to pitch just here. So I've got a new tent. I've got the Trekkertent Stealth 1.5. It's quite a long tent, but quite narrow. So hopefully it'll fit quite nicely down there. But I haven't taken it out in these sorts of winds, so I have no idea how it's going to perform. But it will be a good test for it, that's for sure, because it is quite gusty up here. I don't know what these wind speeds are, but they're probably kicking up these gusts, I don't know, maybe about 20 mile an hour-ish, something like that. But if I can position it correctly, hopefully it'll be fine. But I should have a pretty spectacular view. Right, I'm pitched up, and it's not a very good pitch at all. I'm not convinced by this tent. This is the Trekkertent Stealth 1.5, and as you can see, it's sagging rather badly. This bulge here is my backpack that I've just shoved in there. I mean, it took me absolutely ages to try and get it pitched. There is a lot of wind. It's getting battered kind of from kind of this way, so I've pitched it roughly correctly, but I can't do really any more in terms of the pitch itself because I'm limited with space, and it is actually on a slope, so it slants. So I'm going to have a bit of a sideward sleep, unfortunately. I'll probably keep rolling to the other side of the tent, but it is what it is. Basically, it's a 1.5 man tent. Excuse the mess. Because it's so small inside, it's difficult to keep it tidy. And the main reason I bought this tent was really for my long distance trails. So if I'm doing a long distance trail and I just want basically somewhere to sleep as opposed to spend an evening in, then this is what I bought it for. I do have a 4-season inner for it as well, so I've got the solid and the 4-season inner. But yeah, jury's out on it. I'll do a bit of a rundown overview video of it as well, but yeah, I'm not massively convinced with it, I have to say. Anyway, that aside, look at my view. So looking out of the tent, I've got all of this, which is rather nice. So hopefully we're going to get a bit of a sunset down there, so I can sit here, drink some beers and watch the sunset. And then the sun will rise, I think, over here. So I probably won't get much of a sunrise, but we'll see. But yeah, pretty much right on the edge here. It's a glorious place to come and camp. Just unfortunately, I probably didn't bring the best tent for it, but I just wanted to give it a run out. And then yeah, it's a bit of a skew with pitch as well. Anyway, enough of me whinging. I am going to open a beer, have some food. Right, a little bit more calmed down now after dissing the tent. I'm sure I'll end up getting used to it. Oh, this is a spectacular pitch. I'll definitely come back here again. But yeah, look at this view. This is amazing. This is amazing. Yeah. I think I'm odds on for a cracking sunset. It's quite warm. I've got my down jacket on because the wind's quite cold. But the sun does warm me up a bit. But yeah, just that air's a bit chilly. It's supposed to go down to about 6 degrees tonight. It's the beginning of June. It's just we've had such. I mean, it's not really summer yet, but it should be warmer than what it is. We just haven't really had much good temperatures at all. It's been quite cold. This is just spectacular. Unfortunately, you probably doesn't come across very well on the camera because the sun's probably yeah, a bit dark, but take my word for it, it's a cracker. It's very windy, a bit shielded behind this tent here. Yeah, it's just you wouldn't get out there, it's quite windy. I've got some company. Yeah, that's shy, aren't they?
where are you going? Because like, you can't go in the tent. There's definitely not room for us, 3 of us in there. They really aren't shy, are they? You've got a whole moors full of grass, and you're going to come eat grass next to me. It's just that I'm such good company. So a couple of chaps that have just turned up. They were heading for Marjorie Stones, but I told them obviously that it had gone, so they're just, I don't know whether you can see them over there, they're just trying to find something to pitch up. But it's limited spots up here, so I don't know, I think they're probably going to find something a bit bumpy, but sun's not bad, is it? Look at this. Wow. I'm hoping that's going to turn into a cracking sunset. Beautiful. It's very windy. There's a lot of wind up here and it's cold. But I'm hoping it's going to die down a bit later. I think it's forecast to die down a bit, so fingers crossed. Look at this. It's gorgeous. It's just stunning. I mean, it's days like this that we come and, you know, come out and do all this. And again, I've had this so many times where I woke up this morning and thought, oh, because I got up I set my alarm at 5 o'clock, so I've got quite a drive, and then I've got to make sure I can park, and I've got a bit of a hike to get here, and I thought, oh, you know, maybe I'll just lie in and not bother and just come tomorrow. But once you're out here, once you make the effort to get out of bed, get your stuff together, get in the car, go, have a coffee, and you've got all this. It's just amazing. See Dermot Water down there. And Kinder Scout just there, so that's Kinder Plateau there. But it is very cold, that wind's biting. Looking forward to just getting out of camp where it's warm at night. You know, it seems like such a long time since I've been out and had a camp where it's, you know, it's not cold, not freezing cold, and I've, you know, can get away without not putting my flipping down pants on. It's ridiculous. Morning. A spectacular sunrise going on. Oh, and I figured out what I was doing wrong with the tent. So I had it pitched too low. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring the instructions. They came with some paper instructions. So I looked online at the instructions and did the trekking pole height to the height it said. But that was for the 1 version, not the 1.5 version. I figured out last night whilst I was looking to see where I went wrong. But obviously this is higher, so I needed to pitch the trekking pole higher. And it's definitely made it a lot better. So tonight. Hopefully I'll do a better pitch. This is the best part of the day, I think. It's just really quiet. Just hear the birds. Nobody around. Pretty nice view. Right in, I'm all packed up. I'm heading off. I've got a 13-mile hike today. I'm heading up to Kinder Scout, where I'm going to be meeting up with Twiggy. So we're going to do a Huel camp at Fairbroook Naize. That's the plan. So thanks for joining me. As always, stay safe, keep on trekking, and I'll see you on the next one.